Some wounds you don't see. The silence, the battles, the weight no one talks about. But what if broken doesn't mean finished? What if the fall is where it begins?
In plain sight, the shadow falls, a silent day within these walls. Some wounds you don't see, you don't feel, just the tremor of a soul trying to heal. The silence it screams, a battle fought alone. The weight no one talks about, a heavy stone.
This is where the story changes.
What if broken doesn't mean finished? Or what if these scars tell a story of resilience? A fragile heart, redefined, uninhibited, loving from the ashes with persistent brilliance. Every crack a new light through. Doesn't mean finished. Broken doesn't mean finished. New beginning etched in time.
We are not licensed professionals, and this is not a clinical counseling service. Instead, we are creating a supportive space to share lived experience, practical wisdom, and holistic principles that can help families navigate crisis with clarity, strength, and hope. Broken Feather speaks from experience. Wounded but healing, strong without hardness, honest without anger, offering grounded insight for families walking this difficult road. Today, Broken Feather is going to address one of the most misunderstood realities families face. Stop rescuing the addiction, because what feels like love can sometimes keep addiction alive. Let's talk about it.
When you pay their fines, call their boss, or cover their lies, you remove the pain that might motivate change and possibly bring about self-awareness of the problem. This is called enabling the behavior/addiction. Addiction survives on comfort. Recovery often begins with consequences for one's own actions, which can lead to further self-awareness. Love them, yes, but stop protecting, enabling the addiction. This is where many people feel stuck, because it feels like helping, to step in, to fix, to make things easier. But not all help leads to healing. Enabling is removing the consequences of someone's harmful behavior. And in addition, when consequences disappear, change rarely happens. Helping supports recovery. Helping says, I will support you getting better. Enabling supports the addiction. When you remove the discomfort caused by the person with their addiction, you remove any of the consequences of their behavior. Remember, it is discomfort that often motivates a person to change. In general, not only in addictions, people do not grow or heal unless they move out of their comfort zone, because that's how resilience is built, by growing, which comes about by moving out of one's own comfort zone. Sometimes enabling doesn't look obvious. It can look like helping, but it sounds like this. I'll just help one more time. I don't want them to suffer. If I don't step in, things will get worse. And it shows up like this. Covering for their mistakes, giving money that keeps the cycle going, rescuing them from consequences, saying yes when you know you should say no. It often comes from love, but it keeps the problem in place. Sometimes people engage in enabling behavior because removing the suffering of another makes them feel better too. In summary, love does not remove consequences. Loving or caring deeply for someone else does not always remove consequences. True love sets boundaries. When you love someone and setting boundaries, it should include 2 parts. Part 1. What I will not do anymore, that is enabling your addiction. Part 2. What I am willing to do to support your recovery. Boundaries are not about controlling them. Boundaries, they are about letting the other person know what I am prepared to do and what I will not do for the well-being of both people involved. That's you and the person with the addiction. Some examples of how this may look is: I love you. I will help you when you choose to get better. But I will not help the addiction destroy you or this family. Because if we don't understand what's underneath the addiction, we will keep trying to fix the behavior and miss what's really driving the addiction. Underneath all addiction, there is often unresolved pain. Many people are not addicted to a substance. They are addicted to the relief the substance brings. Addiction is rarely just about drugs or alcohol. It is often about pain, trauma, shame, loneliness, or the feeling of not being enough. Substances don't just make people feel good. They subdue the pain. For a moment, the anxiety settles, the memories fade, the shame loosens its grip. So the addiction is not the real problem. The pain is. The addiction is the escape from the pain. And if we only fight the addiction, but never face the pain, the person will always look for another way to escape. Recovery is not just stopping the substance abuse. Recovery is healing what's underneath. Let me say that again. Recovery is not just stopping the substance abuse. Recovery is healing what's underneath. So when you're helping someone, don't just ask, "Why are you using?" Ask, "What is hurting you? What are you trying to escape from? What happened to you?" Don't ask, "What's wrong with you?" People don't just need help to stop abusing a substance. They need help healing what made them want to escape in the first place. Because behind the addiction is a person who is hurting. And if we only fight the addiction, we don't really see the person for who they are. Real recovery begins when the pain is faced, not escaped. Think about it like this. I will stand against the addiction. I will stand for the person. And I will not confuse the two. With addiction, we set boundaries. With the person, we show care. With addiction, we do not enable. With the person, we listen. With addiction, we allow logical consequences. With the person, we encourage help. With addiction, we stay consistent. With the person, we stay calm. This isn't always easy in practice. With addiction, we say no to lending money, lies, and cover-ups. With the person, we say yes to support, treatment, and recovery. In conclusion, one would say, I will not help the addiction, but I will not abandon you either. I will help you recover, not escape, because behind the addiction is pain, and real recovery begins when that pain is faced.
I'll be soft with you, my love, but hard on this disease. I won't help the habit, but I'll never leave. I can't change your heart, it's true. Oh, if only I had the power. I'm letting go of what I can't control, and I'll point you to the one who can make a difference.